All right, guys. Let's get in here, guys. I need a favor. Don't run. Stay up there. Whoever you are, don't run. First of all, happy Women's Month, right? We need to say that. Happy Women Month. Happy Women's Month. To all of the women, to all the moms, to the grandmothers, to the sisters, to the aunties, man. Happy Women's Month. All right. We appreciate what you're doing, what you will continue to do, and just yeah, we just want to shower you with love, and that's why I want somebody to follow me today. Thank you for the thumbs up. You think we all dogs, that's why you cautious when I approach. Since I've been no can no I heard, you think we all dogs, that's why you cautious when I approach. You've been talking for a while but not a word was spoken. Through my eye contact, I wink and you was small man. Look at me, what's all that? No, that's it's like the closer I'm getting, baby, the quicker I gotta shot. I gotta fight out the Cabo. Let's kick it this weekend. I'm drinking Hennessy. I need to refreshen up my Pac stuff, man. But look, man, like Pac say, you think we all dogs. That's why you are cautious when I approach, right? See, guys, if you wasn't really coming up in the 90s listening to music, right about now, you might be just lost, right? We gave an honor to the Biggie. Well, I'm going to say go Biggie. I'm going to say it. Well, Michael Jordan, you don't have nothing to do with this, but we are going to say Biggie is the greatest of all times in our generation. It used to be an argument, right? When you go in certain neighborhoods, right? If you like Tupac, you couldn't go around a neighborhood and play Biggie. People just used to say, I'm like, damn, we get older now, so we really was beefing about that. We was around Northeast, man, by way of Saratoga, man, front Rhode Island Avenue when you had the 1219, all of the, to the Lawans, to the Weller's, to the who Lips, the Tobys, the Little Gerals, and they was just on Tupac heavy. But I like music. Everybody like music. Whatever car you jump in, we was listening to music. But somehow, if you pull up around back before they knocked all of the fences and stuff down, and people heard you playing Biggie, they was like, "Man, we don't mess with Biggie around here, bro. Do you know Biggie, bro? How close have you got to Biggie, bro? How close have you gotten to Tupac? You guys never even traveled. Y'all have not never even left Northeast. How are you saying who you don't like and what you mad because I'm playing Biggie? Or is it the car? Which one is it? Just say it's the car. But look, man, shout out to Biggie Smalls. Once again, a brother jumped in the comments and he was talking about Biggie Smalls, and I said, man, you know, it was a time when Biggie came to D.C. When he said something about the cases in Virginia, body in D.C. stuff. A lot of guys was throwing bottles at him, man. I didn't actually go to that show, but some family members of mine did. They came back. They was like, man, they was throwing Remy bottles at Big, but man, Biggie, his flow is just terrible. And then with him being, a descent from Jamaica, with his mom, and he could just say, Lord, I can't take it no more. The man was just, he just was him. So, and I mentioned in the comments, I was like, man, shoot, during that time when, B.I.G. was out and you want to sit Mo on my living room floor, play Nintendo with Season Nino, guys was actually in New York City, man. I mean, that's when DC had the hard tags. We had six numbers, right? And I think they just brought them back. And there was a lot of cars floating, man, in New York, man. And people used to be like, damn, what the hell is these DC dudes doing? And we'll go to candy stores. We used to eat at Southern Fried Chicken. And I mean, actually, my brother was like the first one, I think. Now, I'm not mistaken. They saw Faith Evans, and she showed them a tattoo on Tata saying Big Papa, right? So I was like, well, woo, so that did work. And they was like, I was like, for real. That was one of the trips I didn't make it to. And they was like, yeah, man, we saw Faith. And I mean, I was like, yeah, man, the 90s, man. So if you kind of missed that during your time, you can't relate to you can't relate to a whole lot of stuff like, wearing Donna Karan's or, when men was wearing Donna Karan for a minute, you couldn't relate to this stuff, right? So, I want y'all to do me a favor though. It's a sister on IG and I'm waiting for her to send me her information. And when you say, guys, we want to be of a help, this sister here is on IG. and she got a Lexus. Um, she had 504,000 miles on a Lexus 350, and her tank is on E. Her name is Maria Nicole 1000. You can find her on IG. And I left up there. I say, yeah, that's that first batch of Lexus 350s because my cousin had one, and that's how strong Lexuses are. But my point is, and I'm just waiting for her to send me her information. I'm gonna tell you about us black folks, right? And I'm gonna just see this. This is why when I say sometimes when I do want to log off of social media, this be the meaning why I say, nah, bro, you might gotta lay on it because of things like that. Now, a sister trying to get her, some little engagement, and she had 500,000 miles on her car. We already know she could ready to get a new car. I'm gonna claim that right now for her because when you're dealing with social media, you never know who you run into. A person like me who probably had the means, I said had, I don't have them. I probably could have been a car salesman, right? I probably got a few cars in my house garage that my children don't want to drive to college no more, right? I can say, you know something? We is getting ready to give her this Honda Civic, man, right? See, that's what the internet is for. We take it as bashing people every goddamn day. Excuse my language. Until it don't make it makes me sick on my stomach at this point. A bunch of ignorant black folks, right? And I'm black too. It really makes me sick at this point. So people are in the comments, Dag, sis, you gonna go to the gas station? Dag, you don't have no gas. Okay, well, she don't have no gas. Why don't you be the first one to lead by a example, right? Maybe that's her way of just getting on social media, asking somebody, hey, can anybody help me with some gas? And she left her cash app up there, but for some apparent reason, I think IG might have flagged her for it. And so I reached out to her. Hey, Lexi, good morning. Happy Women's Day to you, Alexi. Shout out to New York City. Was just talking about NY. So my thing was, everybody is in the comments just bashing a sister. And I'm like, wow, this is what we doing. If we can just get more of sis, cash app sis, $10 sis, $5 sis, $2. If we can get more of that, and let other people see that we all not bad, I think we can get a long way. I just told y'all the other day, look for something very, very, very unique, right? To just change, in your daily walk. We started off last week with me giving St. Jude some money, right? We do that all the time on this page. I came to y'all Monday. Hey, look, guys, expect something good. It happens. Well, it happens. We all up. Lex is up. Lex is talking to me, so we already winning. But expect some good things. And look what happens. Just look what happens, man. We take social media, we bash each other, we talk about each other. Like this don't even make sense at this point, right? So I'm waiting on her right now to send me her cash app so I can just give her something because I know how it is to put some gas in the car. Man, I just asked for some gas money yesterday. Y'all don't even know that. I just literally asked for some gas money yesterday. I ain't asked my wife for no money in a long time. She said, damn. When you fast talking, hey, and I did that through text. But I know she said, damn, what the hell? He asking me for some money. Oh, damn, he must be hurting this week. And I literally told her, like, man, it's a bad week. You got $20? And she, bam, right away. And then lo and behold, yesterday turned around, hit a number for maybe, what was that, $150, $80 or something like that. Just look, guys, we don't know what tomorrow may bring. All we do is have little dry spells for a moment, right? If I'm talking to somebody right now, it's just a dry spell for a moment, but you got to make sure you're kind of walking right. 1 foot in, 1 foot out. It's not going to help you. You're going to do it all the way. Can't get up here sometimes preaching a sermon and then next minute you're bashing people. Can't do it. It's not going to work. So I'm asking everybody today. Everybody is not on IG, and I'm just asking y'all to just follow me, man. That's it. You don't have it, you don't have it, right? This her. And my cousin still have her Lexus. She bought it brand new. 504,000 miles, man. And we got people on social media bragging about what they got. And I mean, put your money where your mouth at, man. Put your money where your mouth at, man. This is our sister right here. I don't even know her. I don't even know her. But somebody get on social media and that's what we do, just tear them up. Y'all really think she wanted to get on? And somebody said, well, man, how you know she don't have no money? I don't know. But I know we have work to do, though. I don't know. I don't think nobody would just get on social media and show their thermometer or whatever you call it, and it's just on E. I don't think nobody wants to drive a car with 504,000 miles on it. Now, there are some cars. I seen a LX. Matter of fact, that was a Lexus truck. They just look Land Cruisers. And I found it that a lot of Koreans buy Lexuses, right? They'll buy Lexus, they'll buy Accords. They some strong cars. You know, give or take, a Accord gonna give you about 280, depending on a Lexus. We see it. She have 500,000 miles, but sis don't even know she's in a blessing is definitely gonna come her way, right? And I'm just that type, right? If I had it, hey sis, where you at? Where you at in North Carolina? I think she's in Carolina. Give me something to do today. Let me hit the highway. You want to go to a car lot? This is me. This is what I'm into. You don't have to post it if you don't want to. You wants to show the people what's going on with you. We can do it too. I'm great. Come down there right now. We're going to a car lot. I had $15,000 to spare. You saying that's too much? Oh my God, that's too much. Lord have mercy, Jesus. Thank you, Jesus. That's too much. So let's get you something for 4,000, sis. We're gonna go to the auction, right? I'll try to. Oh, and I ran into one of my family members. Lord, I tell you, I told y'all I started taking these directions, and she was talking to me, and she was letting me know my folks have his dealer license. So I'm like, wow, okay. So we're gonna give sis a minute. What is this, March? I left in the comments. I don't know, somebody probably take it. I say, don't worry about it, sis. It's a car in somebody's garage. Somebody's going to see this. And they're going to make everybody in the comments just go sit down in a corner probably for the next month and say, man, I ought to be ashamed of myself. And you could hear it in her voice, man. She said, man, why are y'all worrying about my gas? I'm just showing y'all how many miles I have on my car. People going at it. You don't have no gas. Oh my God. Like, us again. That's why I don't like us. I swear I don't. Some of us, man. Brother jumped on social media today. He was like, bro, y'all, it's 80 degrees. Can we let these poo shiesty masses go? Like, man, he said, I hate y'all. Forgive my language. They might flag me. He said it's 80 degrees, man. The ladies are out. People are out walking. Guys, can we not put these poo shiesty masses on, man? Can we leave the surgical masses alone? Now, we know everybody have allergies. I do. But come on, man. The poo shiesty mask, y'all. It's 80 degrees today. Like, come on, y'all. Why don't you go over there in Iran or something if you about your business? Just suit up if you want to. Go over Iran, man. Go on up in a bank or something. Go watch the town and just do something with it, though. Do something with it. Go play the town for a minute. Watch it probably for about, run it back. Just run it back. Get yourself pumped up. Go get you some Adderall or something, whatever your vice is, and go do something if you're going to wear it, man. I get tired of it. So go ahead and go to IG, man. Leave something in the comment. She's a real person. Say, says, how can I help you? Says, I got 5. I can send you something. Let's do something, guys. Because I know somebody like Wallow, you know, that's my guy. We not trying to just keep letting these celebrities, man, just come and just take the throne. And we're not even looking for a throne, man. The average working individual, man, could just say, sis, I got a car right in my backyard I'm not even using, man. I think it had probably like 150 on it, but it's going to help you out. we all know Alexa at 504. We know, like, ooh. But hey, man, God's willing. It brought it this far. Let's go with New York. New York, let's go, Lex. Come on. What y'all do for my man Biggie up there? What y'all do for Biggie? I know y'all party, Lex. Let's go with New York City, guys. What New York had? Let's rock and roll. Do anybody know what the next number might be in DC? Right? I like 932 to come behind 722, and this can go for anybody's state. Don't matter what state you're in. The numbers are going to come. Wow, somebody had 116 again. We talked about that the other day. You had 116, play 911. If you had 911, you might got to play 970. DC, I have us down for some numbers. These numbers are still fresh, man. Make sure you keep in 14, 15, 116, 16, 16, 168. Make sure you keep it in. Anything in reference to 1025, 86, 86 is 1025. So make sure you keep it in. I'm ready for somebody's state. Lex, what's going on? How you doing this morning? How is everything? That stuff crushed me, man. New York had 1105. Oh, what? You serious? Wow. Go ahead and give New York some love, man, like we always do. I love me some New York, man. I swear. We stayed up there, man. 028. We just had this in DC. 028. Isn't this a number that we know about far too well? 028. Don't forget 919s and 674s were 028. And 302s, right? Let's go 35. Let's go 357. So this is how this happens. Or we can just go 035 in New York. Getting ready for work as usual. Back from New York. Shout out to NY. Have a safe day at work. You getting ready now? Don't forget 11s, man. Look, 11s, 11, 16, 16. Might come back with 16, 12 in New York, right? Might just come back with 16, 12 in New York. And I'm going to also give NYC 11, 12. All right. Go ahead and give NYC 11, 12. So let's look at some of their numbers. Maybe some things is popping off. I'd be like, God, Lord, man, can I get a little position, Lord, so I can help some people? Can you just give me nothing is really free, but you leave it up to people on the internet. They'll tell you they got free 10s and 15s and 30s laying around and just not doing nothing. Just not doing nothing with it. Right? I mean, God damn it, New York. Y'all had 11. Y'all had 911. I think I had New York down. I might have mentioned something about it. Well, let's see. What's the use of having money though if you're really not sharing it though? Like many might say, man, you don't know where I had to come from. We know that already. He told us. He showed us. Now it's time for you to come in. Now it's time to come in. You got what you want. You done bought your cars. You done bought your jewelry. You done bought your... Bro, it says, bro, it's time to share. You put some money on the side for your kids. You sent your kids to college. If you had my baby on the way, you're getting ready to open up an account for them. So when are you going to get the people? When are you going to get the people? Especially if you got folks on your page supporting you, though. I'd be like, man, Lord, give me some type of motion, man, so I can start doing what I got to do, man. Give me some motion, man. You know I'm the one who going to save the day. Now, here you got one of your children outside driving with a car, and it's materialistic. But I'm like, man, if I had that money, man, I would have told her, hey, sis, I'm coming to see you. We would have been going to a call out, Lord. You know this. You know it. What's the problem, Lord? You don't want to give it to me? You scared somebody going to do something to me? I know. It always happens like that anyway. I know. See, what he do for me is he just keep me real low, because sometimes he know I can get outrageous and people don't like folks with that outrageous kind of sharing spirit. People don't like it. People don't like it, man. I remember a story. Oh, New York. So you had 722 also. New York, you had it too. So what am I saying about some numbers in New York? 432, 932. So New York had it too. And and to be honest though, somebody might can read into this. I can people don't like folks with radical kind of thinking with their minds and just their self, right? This was probably as a teen. I remember just leaving school and you know, average young man growing up. Um, you got girls that you're liking, and and let's see how can I phrase this because we're talking 90ish, early 90ish, 93s and stuff like that, right? So, and this story kind of go along a way, but like some of the with some of these numbers, and it was a young lady. Me and her started dating in high school in our earlier year. Well, it really wasn't dating, to be honest, right? But somehow down the line, I don't know what gave her the courage to let her boyfriend know that she liked me. And even as a young woman, it seems like a woman always knows sometimes. They don't be knowing, but they don't know how they can get another man in trouble, right? So one day I was in school and I actually had my brother truck. I parked it on the opposite side of the street. Now, mind you, in junior high school, I was winning money. I was just like the average young man. Just, can put some gear on, um, still myself. And one day I left school a little early and I had my brother's truck and I was going down Georgia Avenue. Now, mind you, this guy, he already knew of me. I already had heard some words that he didn't like me. Just didn't know why. I mean, well, I know why he probably didn't like me because if your girlfriend is telling you, oh, I like such and such, this, that, so that's going to bring on anger. So I'm riding down Georgia Avenue. I can remember playing Spice One. Trigger Got No Heart, right? I'm driving. And the truck I was driving, it didn't have the front windshield, smacked out. So it's like all the rest of the windows was tinted, but the front windshield wasn't smacked out. So I'm going down Georgia Avenue. I rode past Park Road, and I seen an individual. But when he walked straight across the street, he happened to look up and seen straight through the truck, right? And I could look through the rear view, and he was just like he was like literally in the middle where the street, just looking like I don't like this Negro. Like I don't like him. So I gets to school the next day. Somebody asked me like, Slim, what's going on? And I was like, ain't nothing. What's up? I'm like, y'all trying to do something? He was like, nah, man. Such and such boyfriend, man, came through here looking for you. And I was like, looking for me for what? And they was like, man, I don't know, but you might want to go see Slim, or I said, nah, I don't need to see him. I'm like, I mean, see him for what? That type of stuff. So long story short, um, brother hate me for no apparent reason, right? I mean, and I'm not saying this right on the heels of saying Happy Women's Day, but to anybody right now, a woman is going to be a woman, right? You can't stop who they like. If they old enough to know like this is not the route I want to go, you're not going to be able to stop a female from doing what they want to do. And I had so much trouble with this young man. That was just the first time. Second time, he walked up on me around the neighborhood, right? I was around Lamont Street, same phone booth where my brother's best friend got killed at. He come right back around there with him and two, three more other guys, right? Respectfully, my other homeboy, for some reason, he went in the store on me, like he like left me outside. So three of them pulled up. So they was like, Slim, man, what's up? And I was like, nothing, what's going on, right? He was like, man, look, man, I'm gonna just tell you like this, man, leave such and such alone. I supposed to sit here and argue with him with three more other guys. I was like, I respect that, Slim. You know, it's all good. Years went by, years went by, years went by, years went by. Um, Same woman that, he was willing to probably go down for, however that case might have been. Because I'm gonna be honest with you, man. I had no bark in me. Wasn't that type of guy who get rowdy. I know some rowdy guys, but what is that going to do? So long story short, throughout the years, um, we wind up running into each other many, 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 many years ago. And man, he was like, man, Slim, I ain't mad at you or whatever. He finally had got his life together, started working for the Department of Public Works. I remember him going out buying his first Caprice Classic wagon. And I was like, man, I'm just sitting there looking at him. Matter of fact, he caught me on Georgia Avenue again. I was taking my father to get a haircut. He seen me in a car. He was walking past, and he actually, he tapped on the window. He was like, "Man, let me holler at you." So I rolled the window down. I said, "What's up?" He was like, "Man, nah, step out, bro. Like, man, I ain't with that." And I just told him, man, respect. Respect on that. And then lo and behold, like I say, it's more to the story, right? Many probably can't read into certain things. It was pretty much almost like a little extortion type of wave to me, right? Many might say, what you mean by extortion? Anybody heard of like how somebody can snatch your kin folks up and tell you to bring them some money, or how we remember young man Donnell, fingers getting chopped off, that type of stuff. But when you have other guys in neighborhoods who got younger guys underneath him, but they got a different motive. Hey man, do me a favor. I want you to go mess with Slim. Uh, don't do nothing to him, but mess with him. We gonna come to his rescue and hoping we get a award for so-called squash, getting the beef squash. Probably don't sound good, right? I know that's, yeah. But long story short, we talked. He got his life together. He had another baby. The same female that he was in love with, she went on and had two more kids by another guy, right? Years later, he got killed. Years later, he got killed. Found him a job, but still wanted to go around the same neighborhood where he thought that I'm safe at. So my message is today, you can have money, you can help people. If God don't want you nowhere, he ain't gonna give it, he's not gonna, he gonna give you enough, man. He just gonna give you enough. Nah, man, I'm gonna just give you a little bit because I know how you are. You gonna get out of control. You don't mean nobody no harm, bro. It's just people don't like when somebody is trying to do something good for somebody. And I know he probably said, "Nah, bro, I can't use you, man, because you're going to get yourself in trouble somehow. You're going to be doing right, but don't nobody like to see folks helping nobody or walking around with a smile on their face." I went to a meeting last week. I'm about to leave y'all with this. We had a sexual harassment class. We had a customer service class. A guy used me for example. He seen my company shirt. He was like, "Hey, would you like to do the video?" I said, "Oh my god." I done a we done a little clip, right? And some guy, he was asking me some questions, and he was like, "Well, how would you approach that?" And the other guy was aggressive on his hand. And I was talking to him, "Well, sir, I'm sorry. Let me get right on that." And again, I apologize. Well, they say, "Well, what did Ralph do that was just too wrong?" He smiled too much when he was talking. "Yeah, Ralph, you was smiling." And I was like, "So you just had a meeting about customer service and now you're telling me my approach?" "No, I'm not saying stop being," I said, "Stop being me." He said, "No, I didn't say that." That's when he just started laughing, wanted to touch on my chest. And "Well, no, Ralph, I said, "I get what you're saying, but on one hand, you're telling us to be respectful to the customers, but now you telling me to lower myself to his standards with the same approach he had. I said, wouldn't you think that'll start a confrontation? Well, you're right. I said, but so you telling me if a customer come to me, if they come to me in an angry way, you want me to give it to them the same way? Couldn't answer me. So I said, so my smile, that's what it was. No, you were supposed to level to his tone. I said, no, I can't do that. How can I do that? I have one face, man. It's either it's going to be a smile or you might know I'm mad sometimes, but I do shut down. People around me know that. If I will totally shut down on you. But I'm like, what was wrong with me answering his question with a smile? So, with that being said, man, today, like I said, it was so embarrassing to just see so many of us in the comments just going on that sister. And it was, to me, it was sort of like bullying because you never know. She's using her phone to get on social media and just talk about her car, man. Do anybody probably know how this woman felt when she got off of social media, man? And these are her people. Like, I'm talking about us, because we the ignorant folks that's on social media. Average white person somewhere studying the book, right? Damn, sis, you need some gas. Oh my gosh. So with that being said, everybody have a beautiful day. Relax. You know how to get in contact with me, but I do like you for 1612, man. It's like really, really, really a doggy dog world out here, man. I swear to goodness. It's a doggy dog world out here, man. Damn if you do, damn if you don't. So I'm gonna go ahead and say it. I'm looking for sis to get her a new car. I already see it because if you got somebody like Glorilla sister could get up on social media and belittle her sister for $2,500. Now she's getting all these bookies and all of this, and now she's passing out money. But hey, little bro, Rilla, whatever your name is, when you gonna give back? Now you was complaining about people seeing you driving a Malibu. And that was a big body Malibu. It wasn't an old one like my uncle had when it first came out, right? You had a big body Malibu. To where as though you could put you some little light tints on it, man, and push. We witnessing somebody on social media with 500,000 miles on their dash, man, with no gas. Bro, Rilla, where are you this morning? Where are you this morning? I saw the video of some dude damn near knocked you out. Who was this dude? See? When the love come back around the corner, I call it the karma. I call love karma, right? When it come back, you got to be ready for it, man. Now here you are. I saw a video of dude just punishing you. I'm like, damn, what happened here? You get on social media and berate your sister because you saying that she made it and all of y'all used to eat cereal around mouses and whatever the case may be. Why you not just happy for her? Why don't you just say, man, look, I know this is my sister at the end of the day. I know if I can really ask her for something, I know she gonna give it. I didn't have to go to social media and do this, man. Trust and believe, if you said y'all came from the same struggle, she got you, man. She don't have to get you all the time. Shouldn't you be proud? Hey, well, at least one of us got up out of here. And it ain't saying that you're still not in good hands. You got a Malibu. You get on social media, call your sister all these names, call her all these B's, and we just use the word B like it's just a whole thing now. Calling her all these names. Till you make it on TMZ, and they was like, so what is it that she owes you? And you said 25. And they looking like, what, 25,000, 25? And then they still even just said a lowball number. So my man, I forget his name. So where's his voice? Let me just get this straight. So you saying 2,500 will just, and they just sitting there looking. Then you went out there and made some shirts that said just 2,500 or something like that, and the guy from TMZ was like, "Don't you owe me a cut for just getting you marketing?" So y'all see what this social media stuff is doing to people, man? It's a gift and it's a curse. It's a gift and it's a curse. I'm gonna try to use it, man, to help people. That's what I'm gonna try to use it for. Other than that, man, I can't really do nothing with it. To be honest with you, that's what it's for, to reach people, to help people. So I'm just waiting on her to send me that cash app. I think they flagged her for it because they probably didn't want to say, "Well, you're not going to solicit no money over here on IG." So I mean, but I'm hopefully she'll get back to me. And yeah, man, we just gonna keep blessing folks, man. That's it, and that's all. Like we ain't over here. That's what we gonna do. That's what we gonna do over here. We just gonna keep blessing people, man. And we not really expecting nothing to come back, right? But we do know when we doing a good thing, we always gonna be, led in a good direction. So with that being said, shout out to Lex, man. Peace out. NYC stand up. I know y'all still partying. Hopefully y'all didn't leave a whole lot of Remy bottles for Department of Public Works down there, because I know y'all partied. I know y'all just party for Biggie. Shit, I was even partying for him myself. I was just running some of the songs in my head, like Biggie. Just Jesus Christ, man. The man was just him. The man was just him, and that's just some of these folks. Don't even know about the Biggie duets. Biggie have a lot of flows, man, and to be honest, and I want to be careful with this. And I think anybody can agree. If Biggie probably would have still been around, man, it's like Jay, you kind of like got a little push, bro, right? We still have Nas, right? Nas still him too, but bro, Biggie and Tupac not around, bro. Like Jay, who you really like? Who was it? Who was it? Then we hear some of his flows in your music throughout the years. We talking about a man who can get on a mic and say, "So you want to sit on my living room floor? Play Nintendo with C's and Nino? Pick up the phone, say Papa not home?" And y'all know the rest. I can't do that with that one, but come on, man. Hey, man, I'm gone, man. Rest in peace, big.